So once you have this either drawn on your piece or a piece of paper that you've glued down to the wood. So I'm tempted to go ahead and remove the sidebars here, which I won't have in the final carving. I'll put that on the bandsaw and go ahead and trim that off. Now I've got to mount this so that it holds in place. I've got an adjustable clamp over here that I can lock it in with. But I need to expose a hole that will... Okay, I'm going to expose this one plug here. Take that out and put it over here. If you're wondering what the plugs are for, as I carve and the chips start flying off, if I leave it uncovered, the chips go in there and fill up the holes and becomes a real problem later on. So now I'm going to go ahead and tighten this up. So here we go with the gouge. I'm doing the outline of the nose. Now in some cases I'll use the V-tool to give me a head start. Are we tight enough here? Looks like we are. The V-tool will allow you to go in there and make your positive cuts. I know this is going to go quite deep, the nose being the highest point. So I'm going to go ahead and go with the drawing. This. Now if you notice, as I cut away from the nose profile, I've got to get that nose raised up and that cheek lower down. Got to lower that area. Let's see how I get this right here. Now tighten that. get this scallop going. On this wing over here, I want to bring the this flap up here coming up like a scroll. So this is going to go down, then come back up, then I'll undercut it so it looks like a piece of parchment. Well, I'm finally at the point where I've gone from my sketch to a slimmer version of what I have here, which was then transferred to a block of wood. The profile was cut out with a bandsaw, so that made it quite a bit easier to deal with. I've carved it and sanded it. The next thing I've got to do to make this a mask is to go ahead and hollow out this back area. Turn on the cable machine. This is a messy way to go, but it's a very quick way. Well, it looks like I'm through right here in the front. Well, I think most of the work on this mask is finished. I've hollowed out the back to about 13 millimeters. And I think I may go down to 7 or 8 on this. This is basswood, so it's very lightweight, so I don't have to really worry about the weight. The only thing I have left to do is to go ahead and cut out these slots here, which will be where the ribbon that holds it up onto a wall. So I'm going to cut those out now. The mask is finally finished after about 3 days of carving and hollowing out the back, cutting the slits for the eyes, nose, and the mouth, and for the ribbon. The ribbon holds it up onto the wall, and that is a finished product. So if you'd like to carve your own version of this mask, download the image, transfer it to a block of wood, and start carving. So if you've enjoyed watching this video, hit the like button, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe. And remember, keep your spirits high, your tools sharp, and I'll see you in the next video.